Open prayer book, page number 1.
Page 1 in the Page 1 in the prayer book. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Cakrasamvara text, page number 2.
From within a state of emptiness, the entire universe arises as a form of the great compassionate Lord, free of any reference point, white like a kunda flower, with one face and 4 arms. The 2 main hands are joined at the heart, and the outer 2 hold a lotus and mala. He is adorned with precious ornaments and sits in the Vajra posture. At his heart, which is my dwelling place, is the wrathful king, the protector Achala, blue like a flax flower, holding a sword in his right hand and a lasso in his left, held in threatening mudra at his heart, standing on his right foot and placing his left knee on a sun disk seat. His splendorous form outshines the four Maras.
Om Beza Zindra Maru Jana Om Be Om Beza Zindra Maru.
At Achala's heart, upon a Dharma's horse, lotus and sun, I appear as Vajra Varahi, red with two faces and two arms, holding a curved knife, a skull cup, and a katvanga. With the right leg bent and the left one outstretched, I abide in the posture of royal enjoyment.
Om 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 Savam Budandra Ganaya Beza Varnanaya Bazam Berozanaya Hong 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 Pe 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 Sova Om 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 Savam Budandra Ganaya Beza Varnanaya Bazam Berozanaya Hong 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 Pe 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 Sova Om 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 Savam Budandra Ganaya Beza Varnanaya Bazam Berozanaya Hong 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 Pe 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 Sova Om 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 Sarva Bada Daginiya Bazawananiya Bazabaratanaya Hom 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 Be 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 Tora Om 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 Sarva Bada Daginiya Bazawananiya Hom 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 Be 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 Tora Om 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 Sarva Bada Daginiya Bazawananiya Om Om Sarva Bada Daginiya Bazawananiya Bazabarataniya Om Om Be 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 Tora Zavam Buddhan Draginaya Beza Varnanaya Beza Bero Zanai Hon 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 Be 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 Zoi Moi Jen Nam Goi Nyan Be Sen Jen Nan De De Dong E Doi Jen San Je Je Gong Ban Do Je Wan Je Noi Je Gong.
I will practice the yoga of the four empowerments so that all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, may have happiness, be free from suffering, and gain the state of Buddhahood. Page 7. I appear as the Yidam deity. Before me, a brow level, on a seat of lotus, sun, moon, and brocade silk, is my root guru Vajradhara in the form of Bhagavan Sri Heruka. Holding Vajra and bell, he is with his consort Varahi, who holds a curved knife and skull cup. The father and consort are adorned with bone ornaments, ribbons, and jeweled. With one leg outstretched and the other leg bent, they stand on a seat of Kalarati and Bhairava. Moving in the 9 moods of dance, they abide in a brilliance of rays and light. Whatever slight virtue I have gathered through prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, beseeching, and praying, I dedicate it all for great, complete enlightenment.
Lama Dorjee chanting mandala Wang Go Wan Zhe De Sur. Lama Dorjee chanting mandala Wang Go Wan Zhe De Sur.
Great Guru Vajradhara, please bestow empowerment upon me.
Lama ya ya mian zan zu bene, o se gar bun zhe de man zan den, de jie zhe jian pun be wan zhu du, duan ye san ye dan jian de be ge, na duan lai ye jian guan ye de jie. Lama ya yum nyan jo jon zan ne, o se ga man dan jon de bar den, ga ge zhe jan san we wan jo do, dan ye san je dan je de be song, da dan ai je ran yin ye de je. Lama ya yun do je ba ve le, o Zangmo bo zhe de nian gar den, ye jie zhe jian sun be wan zhu du, dan ye san jie gun jie du ran yin, jian gai ne wen jie wai gun zhe du. Lama ya yun
Back to page 10. From the coil of hair between the brows of the Guru Father with Mother, white light radiates, dissolving between my brows and cleansing the obscurations of my body. I receive the supreme vase empowerment, and I come to embody every Buddha's form, the deity mandala, appearing yet empty. From the point between of union of the Guru, Father, and Mother, white light with a red glow radiates, dissolving into my throat and cleansing the obscurations of my speech. I receive the supreme secret empowerment, and I come to embody every Buddha's speech, the nature of mantra, heard yet empty. From the endless knot at the heart of the Guru, Father, and Mother, blue light radiates, dissolving into my heart and cleansing the obscurations of my mind. I receive the supreme third empowerment, and I realize the nature of all the Buddha's mind, free from all bonds of arising, ceasing, and abiding. The Guru, Father, and Mother melt into light, dissolving into my crown and purifying the grasping of my three doors. I receive the fourth empowerment and realize the vast and equal essence spontaneously as every Buddha's body, speech, and mind and sameness wisdom. Thus I abide in Mahamudra, unfabricated primordial awareness. By this virtue, may I and all other beings swiftly accomplish the glorious Guru, establishing all sentient beings without exception in that state. I supplicate to the Lord Vajradhara, Tilopa, Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Gampopa, Pagmodrupa, Jigdan Sumgun, at the feet of the root Guru with the threefold kindness, and to all the root and lineage Gurus, the Yidams and Dharma protectors, please grant blessings upon my mind. Ahung transforms into Vajrasattva, who melts and arises as a Vajra, whose nature is the method of great bliss, and Ah transforms into Vajratopa, who dissolves and arises as a bell, whose nature is the wisdom of emptiness. The Sanskrit vowels on my right palm transform into a sun, and the consonants on my left palm into a moon.
Om Sarva Dada Gada Siddha Baza Samaya Deja Esha Sadan Daraya Me He Hong Hong Peso Om Bazan Gende Dharmaranada, Praranada, Dhammaranada, Sarvanada, Jeja, Jazalane, Paranja, Parameda, Nada, Zobhavan, Bezazaz, Randaya, Zindoyane, Ho.
In an instant, I appear in the form of the co-emergent, transcendent conqueror. From the state of emptiness appear wind, fire, and a hearth of skulls. On this from A arises a vast and wide Kapala. Inside it from B, Ra, Ma, Mu, and Shu arise the 5 nectars, and from Na, Go, Da, Ha, and Ku arise the 5 meats, marked with Hung, Brum, Am, Jim, and Kang. Through purifying, realizing, and flaring, the substances become a vast ocean of wisdom nectar.
Om Gaya 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 Sarvaya Jaraja Sabeda Beda Peshaza Ramandaya Abba Maran Raga Raga Nedaya Mambale Garnenda Samaya Rajenda Sarvasede Memba Yazenda Yadeba Yadedan Benzadai Bevada Zendadai Made Garmadai Mama Sarva Gardaya Sesaga Bejadaya Saya Jambayenda Om Bezovai Om Kakai Kaya Kaya Sarvaya sa be da be sha za ma da ba ma ra ga ne da ya ma ba len ga ne da sa ma ya roi jen da sa va se de men bra ya zen da ya de ba ya de da ben za da be va da zen da da ma de gar ma da ma sa va gar da ya se gam be je da sa ya jan ba ven da ho wan be so va wan ga ye sa va ya ja ra ja sa be da be ja za ma da ba ma ra ga ne da ya ma ba le ga ne da sa ma ya ra jen da sa va ba ya zen do ya de ba ya de da ben za da be wa da zen ra da ma de gar ma da ma za wa gar da ya se gan be je da ya sa ya ja ba ven da ho be so la da le no jie xian bo yong bo da xia za ye da niu jie da jie xian gan zhuo ma me zo jie yin tun bia du ma de yin nan jue da jia la xian jue zhi bie zhuan jie yin gar jin ba jie jie wa da
Guardians of the directions, local guardians, gods, and hosts of nagas, harm-bringers, bloodthirsty demons, elemental spirits, flesh-eaters, hungry ghosts, and sanity inflictors, memory-crippling demons, dakinis, and mamos, please accept this Torma offering. Help us yogins attain enlightenment, pacify adverse circumstances, harm, and injury, and cause the four enlightened activities to be accomplished.
Sarva dharma soba vajudo dombe ngale ale dobe no nanje nand oye yavale jongwen jobe jen sanje me jaba ngo saba me be de la namba rang
From the state of emptiness arises A, from which arise skull cups, turn into inconceivable offering clouds, undefiled nectar and essence in a variety of distinct features and appearance.
Nanjir Zangan Ganro Mayan Kolo Sunje Danye Jen Pa Wo Dane Pa Myo Zoi Gun La Da De Jia Sun Je Sim Jin Gun Je Dun Je Je Dane Hero Ga Jir Jen Sim Jin Dan Je Hero Ge Gong Pan Jo Lang Go Je Wo Zon Je Je Dan Gen De Lai Da De Dane Jia Su Je Nanjir Zangan Ganro Ma Kolo Sunje Danye Jen Pa Wo Dane Pa Myo Zoi Gun La Da De Jia Sun Je Sim Jin Gun Je Dun Je Je Dane Hero Ga Jir Jen Sim Je Dan Je Hero Ge Gong Pan Jo Lang Go Par Je
In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I unceasingly take refuge. In the Yogin, secret mantra, and Dakini, the embodiments of the three wheels, and in the male and female spiritual warriors, I unceasingly take refuge. For the sake of all sentient beings, I will become Heruka and establish all sentient beings in the supreme state of Heruka. Shri is non-dual primordial wisdom. He is emptiness of causes and so forth. Ru is free from coming together, and Ka is nowhere abiding. I am glorious Heruka, the cause of benefit and happiness for all sentient beings. I appear as great glorious Cakrasamvara. My 5 aggregates are the 5 Buddha families, my 5 elements are the 5 mothers, and my sense sources are the bodhisattvas. From the life force syllable hung at my heart emerge 4 Sumbani mantras, black, green, red, and yellow. They emanate into the 4 directions and transform into an indestructible Vajra fence, ground, web, tent, canopy, and a dome of wisdom flames, becoming a vast protection sphere. Solid, secure, and utterly terrifying, it is impregnable to obstructors, even to Brahma. The light radiating from the hung at the heart of myself, appearing as Heruka, invites the Guru and the gathering of Cakrasamvara deities into the space before me.
Zangmo Yura Cakrasamvara mandala Agamba Zazowa Sabare Vare Padam Zazowa Sabare Vare Bubam Zazowa Sabare Vare Bamba Zazowa Sabare Alogan Zazowa Sabare Gande Zazowa Nevede Zazowa Sabare Shabda Ratna Samaye Sarvata Gata Anurangana Bazar Soba Amago Gojo Salada Janjo Deva Megyo Sosaya Rove Gila Jiyara Sanje Janjo Yejeson Sanje Da Zonjo Lai Janjo Varda Da Janje Ranjia Donya Raja Janjo Sende Jeparje Janjo Yoga Sende Jejane Sanje Damje Daga Dondanya Janjo Jejo Yewanje Dola Benja Sanjan Do Bayo Gonjo Sanla Da Janje Te Ba Me Gyo So Saya Rove Gela Jiyara Sanje Janjo Ye Jesan Sanje Jodan Zonjo Lai Janjo Bardu Da Janje Ranje Donye Raja Janjo Sende Jeparje Janjo Yoga Sende Jijane Sanje Damje Dage Dondanye Janjo Janjo Yewanje Barje Dola Pensa Sanje Barjo.
Bottom of page 33. I take refuge in the three jewels and confess each and every wrongdoing. I rejoice in the virtues of beings and will hold the Buddha's awakening in mind. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly until attaining enlightenment. I give rise to bodhicitta in order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself. Having given rise to the supreme mind of bodhicitta, I welcome all sentient beings. I will practice the supreme bodhisattva conduct of acting with kindness. May I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. The field of accumulation dissolves into me.
Dawa la de me ru song gro jin bra ve se nam ga dang lo me ju sa re ro den de na zo be ma ja ran ve ro ne ren ja na zo le de yar me gan je wo bar wa sin ye gun zo je ro be ma do je me ru de Deva na zo ju jie deva ran ye man je du den den de da du se zhe jian gro ve so yang se so so ga ma ve ran re na da ge jie ju be du re jie huang jie den wo ba wen zhe jian ju zhe ve dun se la ren de sa wan la den xian 当年萨我强子当年用水就是把来相问，让你今天的问就就能夸当问当着钱，下节见生节我这些长生都结真的问，都干人间在这见见而不都做见见本。 在摩那文顿的那座都是借用的大心，将你都这用来决见，小愿根本这些见，我但是也把江北等在那没法内了。大江之下多论我就多些当节恰恰着。 各家各娘的帮的都是艰难就是人多，个节经所找着咱是都把干部爱这些，家园都把对这干部也见个能去见的，也把等着都是接这个就拿过来的白字。 愿下将心也把养着的娘就着烂自己，让自己莫着了这些都干我就多些当，恰恰我定要用你干清别这些道讲，个别没得自己当的他就娘就得了别。 等到冤家也把男子看着了马等结马，自己马难我将马在下儿接近是个白下儿，接着照着都干为见干不我就多下见，下也这个能个劲儿些有别多着多干真。 这么个整个当的些的娘给见劲儿没字，恰恰我的无着的老爷讲个儿就绕顿见，咱们儿大等对这本的相也刚为多白，老能着我儿大等我个人真不来白马阿马尔不。 年个那座都是结婚，我要结年个红花个，我问那马黑色大的就走说话和马步，找把你说不这还那明年红红后马色，原来跟那配合讲个迎接的玩红斑马。 年个行有可多，我先什么干么当，我什么的事情就做黄讲个钱，也拉个拉配配的给绕的准备接着上。
So then back to page 36. From my body gradually dissolves into the awareness Hung, which then remains in space in the form of a nada string. From the luminous and empty natural state of all phenomena arises an intensely blazing protection sphere, a Vajra ground, fence, tent, web, canopy, and masses of fire. At its center arise space, wind, fire, water, earth, and Mount Meru, upon which arise a variegated lotus and a crossed Vajra. At the center of that arises a broom, from which arises a great immeasurable palace made of various precious substances, brilliant and complete in its characteristics. Outside are spheres of lotuses and Vajras, masses of fire, and the charnel grounds. Inside the palace, in the center of a multicolored lotus, is a sun disk with Bhairava and Kalaratri as a seat, upon which is a mandala of sun and moon, and the white vowels and red consonants. In an instant, the nada of my awareness enters it and transforms into a Vajra with a brilliant Hung at its center. Light emanated from it makes offerings to the Buddhas and benefits beings. The light gathers back and dissolves into the seed syllable. The moon, sun, seed syllable, and implement transform, and I arise as the transcendent conqueror Cakrasamvara, outshining the radiance of a clear sky. I have one face, 3 eyes, and bared fangs. My hair knot is adorned with jeweled dried skulls bound by a garland of Vajras along my hairline. The top of my hair knot is adorned with a jewel, the front with a crossed Vajra, and the left with a crescent moon. Holding a Vajra and bell in my hands, I am embracing the consort. With my left leg bent, I stand on Bhairava's head, and my outstretched right leg presses down between Kalaratri's breasts. I bear the 6 charnel ground adornments, a loose tiger skin skirt, and a garland of 50 freshly severed heads around my neck, and I display the 9 moods of dance. On my lap is coral-colored Vajrayogini with 1 face and 3 eyes. Half her hair flows down freely, and the other half is bound up with 5 dried skulls. Embracing the neck of the father, her left hand offers a skull cup filled with nectar. The right hand, in the threatening mudra, fiercely brandishes a curved knife with a Vajra handle. Her left leg is outstretched, and his right leg is wrapped around the father. Blissful and endowed with the youth of a 16-year-old, her beauty is extraordinary. She is naked and delights in blood, wears a garland of 50 dried skulls, and is endowed with the 5 mudras. The father and mother are adorned with the major and minor marks and silken scars. Like the fire at the end of time, their blissful union of method and wisdom is magnificent. In front is blue Dakini, to the left is green Lama, behind is red Kandaroha, and to the right is yellow Rupini. Each has 1 face, 3 eyes, menacing laughter, bared fangs, hair flying loose, a crown ornament of dried skulls, and a garland of 50 dried skulls around the neck. In their right hands they each brandish aloft in space a curved knife, and in their left they hold to their hearts skulls filled with blood. A Kadvanga is tucked into the crook of the left arm. Their bodies are naked and sensuous, and they are endowed with the 5 symbols. With right leg outstretched and left leg bent, they dance majestically upon corpses. In the 4 intermediate directions upon moon discs are vases filled with the 5 nectars and topped by skull cups filled with the 5 meats. At the forehead of each deity on a moon disc is a white Om. At the throat on a lotus is a red Ah, and at the heart at the center of a crossed Vajra is a blue Hung. At the father's heart are white Om Ha. At the forehead yellow Namahi. At the crown red Soha Hu. At both shoulders black Bausat He. At both eyes crimson Hung Hung Ho, and at all limbs green Pet Hung. At the navel of the mother is red Om Bam. At the heart is blue Hang Yom. At the mouth white Rim Mom. At the head yellow Ring Ring. At the crown green Hung Hung. And at all limbs gray Pet Pet. Oh, sorry. Pem Pem, the light radiating from the hung at my heart invites the viras and yoginis of the 10 directions and the empowerment deities into the space before me. Zahong Bam Ho, the wisdom and commitment beings become indivisible.
Yoga Shada Sarva Dharma Yoga Shada Sarva Dada Gata Abhijan Sado Mo Shibya Sarda Wan Le De Zaya Gamve Pamba Shada Donene Yodara Dhamma Samjana De Shya Gandra Sardar Laya Jana Tapaya De Shindaga Chujya
Om Sarva Tathagata Abhikinsa to Mam. Having been supplicated, the empowerment deities hold aloft vases filled with nectar and proclaim, just as the Buddhas were bathed upon birth, we will bathe you with the pure water of the gods.
Sarva Tata Gata Abhishekata Samoyo Shirya Vangar Gandra Mata Deva Jimbaran Shen Jojerne Wala Randan Jula Jala Zola Meja Yola Nananda Kandra Majerin Jong Wejo.
Saying this, they bestow the empowerment with the nectar, which fills my body and purifies all defilements, transforming me into the supreme nature of great bliss. The empowerment deities then dissolve into me. From the overflowing nectar arises a crown ornament of Akshobhya on the principal Lord, Vairochana on the mother, and Ratna Sambhava on the 4 Dakinis.
Jana Badeza Zoy, Way, Jere, Gasa Bare, Vare, Badem Badeza Zoy, Om Shira Cakrasamvara Vara Bubam Bodhicitta Sowa. Om Shira Cakrasamvara Vara Bubam Bodhicitta Sowa. Om Shira Cakrasamvara Vara Aloka Bodhicitta Sowa. Om Shira Cakrasamvara Vara Kande Bodhicitta Sowa. Om Shira Cakrasamvara Vara Nirvana Bodhicitta Sowa. Om Shira Cakrasamvara Vara Shabda Bodhicitta Sowa.
I offer to the mouths of the kind root guru and all the glorious holy lineage gurus, Om Ahom. Om, homage to the conqueror, the courageous Lord. I bow to you who blaze like the fire at the end of a great kalpa, whose locks are bound up at the crown, whose face is terrifying, fiercely bearing fangs, whose hands, gleaming with 1,000 lights, raise a battle axe and lasso, and hold a spear and katvanga. You who wear a tiger skin robe, and whose smoky color resembles great darkness.
Jum de ma dur je pa mo la ne chan za lo pa ma je de sun yum jen je mo de re be wan shu je jum bo dam jen jen ze gun de be ma dur je je mo ne dur je de ma me ban jen je mo de wan ze yo we jen Tôi chẳng kém bà dễ mạnh chí sở rung về trô mô dễ dễ mô Trà dễ chú dễ rắp tuyên dễ bà dễ dễ bà rô lê dễ mà Nam bà dễ mà mung bà dễ dễ rinh đà mung bà dễ bà mô Đô dễ bà mô nan dễ dễ mô tiên đô văn siêu mà lan đuôi Chế chế văn đăng ngô bê lê dễ đăng Lê sơ sinh chue trên bà nhé yá nam Gà đoàn chú gà trà lên chế đà Niên bò nan chế mai chế la xá tsar Ta bà la so đề xuyên xie bà xie Bần bà xie đàn tư zé gàng vê nụ Tham sinh chú bè sôi chế nè bà yé Ta xie yé mê đề la xá tsar lo
Page 53. Homage to the transcendent conqueress Vajra Varahi, to the superior mother of the three worlds, invincible awareness consort, who destroys all fear of evil spirits with your great Vajra nature, to you with controlling eyes who remain like a Vajra seat unconquered by others, who neutralize even poison, wrathful, fierce lady, bearing your fangs, terrifier, annihilator who severs completely, who conquers all adversaries, all victorious one, conquering those who make us dull, rigid, and confused, to Vajra Varahi, great yogini, powerful lady who fulfills all desires, I bow. Homage to the four heart dakinis who represent the four activities of pacifying, enriching, overpowering, and suppressing, the four placements of mindfulness of body, feeling, mind, and phenomena, and the four levels of joy, joy, supreme joy, beyond joy, and co-emergent joy. Homage to inseparable method and wisdom, the four Tathagatas, such as the unchanging one, unabiding in the intermediate directions in the form of offerings, the four vases with skull cups filled with water. Inside my body, appearing as Haruka, are the three channels and four chakras. At my crown is a white hung, at my throat a white om, at my heart a blue hung, and at my navel a red ah. From the ah, wisdom fire blazes forth, burning away the syllables of the three chakras. From the hung, white drops descend, and restoring the three syllables, blissful warmth blazes forth.
Rinpoche Dorjee Lane Yanjene Pemaraja Dawa Maraja Yanjene Dora Nyeje Sharsho Zavala Tembe Dedarjo Meje Gorjo.
From the hung at my heart, a mantra garland emerges. It descends through the pathway of the Vajra, enters the lotus of the mother, and rises through her central channel. It emerges from her mouth, enters again into my mouth, and dissolves into the seed syllable at my heart. In this way, it circles continuously.
Rinpoche
Om tene danga zu kazan sei lokshuwa wa teri marje logo wa ta kazan zu Torma terwa Torma te danga ran zu dan zhong te zu so jian jian da ti ta Torma te zu pu go shwa wa te pu den ti gang de chilam chi yang nga je yo ta nga ne ji dang ho ki jo xiao de yo de ten dan ma hong de tu su ma bon de wa tu su xia yo ma nga su wa da zu te ni nga de ka ro sen sa se da da ti nga zu rong zu men yu ro wa tere nga zu de ro pa chi ro si chuo de mong wo ro de ro chi wo ten rin dong zhe ji do tong da dong da do ma ti nga shodan ni zang ni.
So picking up where we left off yesterday with the instructions on page 22 of the text, so we left off with the section on offering the Torma. So we invite the guests who partake of the Torma, and then we offer them the Torma. And then you have this kind of long mantra, and there is, meaning to it, like it could be, it's in Sanskrit, it could be translated. But it's long, and we don't have a ton of time. So essentially, what it is saying is, partake, please partake, or enjoy this Torma. And then it's also naming the guests of the Torma by name, which also appears down below. And so it's saying, please enjoy the Torma, and please assist us in our practice. Please grant us the common and supreme attainments. So there is a Cakrasamvara commentary where this mantra is actually translated. It's translated from Sanskrit into Tibetan, and then also into English, or can be translated into English. And so, if you want to know the exact meaning, then it is, possible to get a hold of this. So gongta dene de gare tu ne gare trugiore
tu de hamon choba toba no to de hamon mo ne soba Torma pu son zam te jel te hamon so ran so du.
So then we visualize that offering goddesses emanate from our heart center and offer the Torma to all of the beings, all of the guests who are partaking. of the Torma, and as the Torma has been consecrated and blessed, then it is, when it is eaten, it becomes, or it causes them to give rise to the experience of undefiled bliss, the meditative absorption of the union of bliss and emptiness. And it helps to intensify our own meditative absorption and to cause the attainments of secret mantra to come more quickly. It also, so offering the Torma in general has the benefits of clearing away any obstacles or hindrances to our practices of the generation and completion stage yogas. It becomes a means of gathering or accumulating merit, and it enables, the attainments to come more swiftly. So Lord Jigten Sungön has said that it's important to offer the Torma, when it is time to offer the Torma, to actually take the Torma out and offer it to the beings who are partaking of it, because, and the reason for mentioning that is that sometimes there can be the practice of, say, if you're in the middle of the session, you go through the ritual of offering the Torma, but you don't actually take it outside until like the end of your session. So actually, according to Jigten Sungön, it's better to do it right then and there. Otherwise, the beings who are ready to partake of it are waiting for the Torma. And it's also really important to have, to offer the Torma in a clean vessel, to make sure that your vessel or your offering plate is well cleaned. And then in the Drupon tradition, we also have the practice of, once you have offered the Torma, then you take some of the vase water and you also pour that onto the plate, and then you offer that water that was then poured into the vessel that had the Torma, and then that's offered outside. And the reason for this is because there are certain beings, hungry ghosts, who don't have as much merit to actually receive the substance of the Torma. It's very hard for them to get food. So when we offer the water, then they're able to get some of that water. So that's why we do that. And then after that, then you bring the plate in, and you always turn the plate upside down. So the reason for not leaving the plate right side up is that then the spirits and beings who have partaken of the Torma might be expecting you to offer something again, because the plate is right side up, so they're waiting for like another offering. So if you put the plate, upside down, then it really indicates that now the offering is done. So then the offering goddesses dissolve into your heart, and then you think that all of the guests who have come and partaken of the Torma now depart and return to their own abode, and whatever potential obstacles or hindrances have been dispelled, and you are protected.
Choba Pusa to number Tavan, Yagore say, Choba Pusa in that Rinpoche, you only Yahurwa, or Tirina, the Zangmo Yabot and Gore, then Choba Puya, so in that on Karina, the beach under Yoncham Rapuna, Chuzama, or Shimbato Karina, Zama Yabona Yawes. But then also them Jogala Chushendoa, Chuyon says, she sees it, she sees another Kango, Triana, Kango, Triana, she. There's a triad as a Russia says it. Santor circle part or a sea water, answer. What a shall see says it. Shall see your rat and you do. What and cheat? Chuchi, what and do? What chishit him with the chi?
So then we have the on page 24, we have the blessing or purifying of the offerings. So in general, when we have the offerings that are arranged on the altar, on the shrine, so we want to make sure that these are like of the highest quality, that everything is really clean, it's really pure, that our bowls and whatever offering substances are good quality, like of precious metals or precious substances, precious stones, and that everything is very clean. And we offer, if we're offering water in the water bowls, then the water is very clean and very pure. And in Cakrasamvara, we actually have 4 offerings of water. Usually there are 2. They're the first 2, but actually in the case of Cakrasamvara, there are 4. So in addition to the normal water offerings, you also have further water for cleansing or washing, and water for like anointing or purifying the space.
Daxin chobate sendu lando daxin chobate rankin dune yen yong par gorgores rankin dune dara ngandara di yonan dere sa yen pa yong ro argan badin te saro
ore so yen yon
yen yong ro gores on duchi ten choyu kona ke yong yen ro gores nda won ro do da chepa shira yo mare so
so dakche dan dunchengi chepa dunchegi chepa
daxin duchi chepa
the laso de Maju ki chapare
da daxin duchi jedan khashi tab paju ye de chonggo ye de hira maju chonggo yong la re se dang du ke te chepa de so sa de jedan ge wa che se yo mare se ta
so gong ta de dunke ka la gare
dunchi de da te sa de jedan te yong ne te la no
de ne dakche
daxi rang du te ye chi
yeah so then, with regard to the way that the offerings are arranged, so the difference is that whether it's the practice is one of frontal generation, or like we're visualizing the deity in front, or if we're doing the self-generation. So with the self-generation, then the arrangement of the offerings is from right to left. If it is a frontal If it's a frontal visualization, then the offering is from left to right. If it is self-generation, then the offering is from right to left. Sometimes the difference is said to be like Father Tantra and Mother Tantra, but there's also this distinction with... so the Father Tantra is from the right and Mother Tantra from the left. So then you have the same mantras as before with the blessing of the Torma. And so it's the same thing that's occurring, for instance, with the Kandarohe mantra, that the red dakinis, Kandaroha, are emanating from your heart. They're dispelling all of the sort of impurities and defilements and obstacles. And then with the Om Swabhawa, then you are cleansing, further purifying. And in particular, all like grasping to ordinary fixation is reversed. So the kind of impure ordinary perception of based on, grasping to ordinariness is purified.
Chile yoro, Chile te la to sem to bia. Sem ne sami de ba ji no rus. Tan choba ti o sam ro. Wa tene argam ombaza argam a hon ji ta. Jetan dorjen choyon se ta chama choba chama ji kare ta dorje argam banza argam ji de. Dorjee Choyong, Dorjee Shapsi, that's in Euro. What a chi home the change la Yatonda as and go on the Yote home Euro. That and then Choba Chenhab,
So then we have, as it says in the text, from the state of emptiness arises Ah, from which appear the skull cups. So from the syllable Ah, which represents that empty nature, then you have the arising of the vessels as the skull cup kind of offering bowls in which each of the different offerings arise from the, as it says here. They each containing a hun, the syllables melt and turn into inconceivable offering clouds. So they are the nature of the offerings themselves is emptiness pervaded by undefiled bliss. So they manifest in all of these different forms, but they are empty in essence, and they produce undefiled. The meditative absorption of undefiled bliss. And so that's when we recite then each of the offering mantras. So for first, Om Bajra precedes each one. And so that is sort of signifying this empty essence of each of these offerings, all these offering clouds that are emanating. And then, for instance, Aragam, so the first type of water offering, and then Ahung, which are words of blessing, which sort of signify the blessed or blessing nature of the substances. So when we make these offerings, we are, of course, in the form of Hevadra, and we can visualize that from our heart center, offering goddesses stream out, or they emanate, and they make all of these offerings, all types of different offerings, mind-emanated offerings, and all sorts of variety of different objects that are pleasurable to the senses. So these are offerings made, from the mind. So the essence of all of these offerings is the primordial awareness that is the union of bliss and emptiness, and the substances or the actual offering are all the various offering substances. Okay, re de kula redation du bugyo re diabo.
Ja, dan chuyong te kula chi.
Chuyong ku.
Shabsi te sharp chi. Meto te ula chi. Dupo te shang chi. Manme te jian chi. Chachap te tukala. Sheze te karan jala, jasen kala. Kuya machina. Romo te nyana ta te ron te ya pu yo samra.
And so each of these offering substances are offered to the different faculties of the senses, the various sense faculties. So the water for the face is offered to the body. Water for drinking is offered to the mouth. Flowers are offered to the body. And incense is offered to the nose. Butter lamps or light is offered to the eyes. Scented water or perfume is offered to the heart. And food is offered to the tongue, and music is offered to the ears.
tene da tene chi da te chi jigen zong gong ka zong do san choba tam chi da xian de zamba ngo po zong jie chi ne xian number ta ba xin kam da pu se yu number ta ba ro tene zamba number ta ba so so ta san nam da xin pu ya tene ngo po de ya bo yo ba wo de jie su na de zong nam bu cuo za ge le is
sum pa gare
di zum bo ya bo da zum bo
de
jie
sum pa gare
zum ba de ka la xian zamba ngo po je pu ya 어때 야보는 데네 저 상마지는 가서 손남 소사도 그래서 리미트 카레가서 심리 어세 찾아 진보 또 그래서 시도 그래서 니도 시도 그래서 가서 여러 때 뭐시 말하고라 되는데 니도 시도 그래서
So Lord Jigten Sumgön has said that, when this practice of offering, when there are three aspects to our offering that are complete, then it really becomes a very bountiful accumulation of merit. So the first aspect is that we are the object that we are offering to is the completely pure field of accumulation, the Buddha fields, the completely, with all the objects of refuge that are worthy of offering. And then when this is also together with a completely pure intention on the side of the one who is offering, and then that is also together with pure substances that are offered, so that when there are these three, the pure field, the pure intention, and the pure substances, then it really becomes a very vast accumulation of merit. And the result of that is that it leads to being able to really realize Mahamudra, the true nature of the mind. And so he says it's like it becomes a cause that enables you to awaken from the sleep of ignorance.
드네 다산 초바도 좀 바로 나 시바로 당가 봐 잠로트리 잠로트 쇼라니 세로라린도와
So then after the offerings, we have the refuge, which is on page 26. Oh, so it's actually, this is now the fifth stage or step in the practice. Or wait, Dranka. Yin la nga ba re. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dranka. Yeah.
게제 중시 당보지 들으듯 신라 니바지 돌마 좀바지 초바도 시바지 다다 등아바
네, 당보 된다라.
야야 드네 다든가 좀 두크 남가라 콜로던바 라마 렉다고 라마 메추 의지한데 메추 요라 리다 메추라 티 의지한데 된 콜로던베 라초 참마 쇼도 잠로와 콜로던베 라초 참만 두크 남가라 쇼요 잠 어티 투케다 님의 홍요라 투케 상원 홍요라
나솔라
상원 홍요라 틱토가 다가 닝보데 년년티서 고르데 와다들 쇼도 잠요와 와드네 와드르 잠도 다가서 점도 치고 지금 중국这种的 당보 점도的 심지 마지나 전화 면종 서워데 전화 면종 말에 정도와 와드지는 다 뒤중 당가서 다다 남긴 야 심지한 탐지 로제시 제티딘데 자분조 효점 들으점 나고 쇼사리 어든 당가서니나 상제초당 겐듀라 산도와 지수말아레베 상제초당 겐듀좀 저솜치에 점조인스 라마예담 칸로좀 저솜나케 점조인스라브로 정로와 셔텐디 당가서니 상제초 겐듀치 덴네조장아 칸로마스 네조장아 세나 네조테 콜로든바치 덴초치 저 상제공초치 어쨌든 상아 세나다 틱투카 님보
그래 내조 상아
내조 상아 칸로마스
저 상아 그래 산제
내조 생 콜로든 바지 콜로든 바데 상제치 공초치는 상제 공초치 어 티님 투카라다 님보 상원의 님보 년년이라 소요로와 어때서라 추 공초치 전 콜때 칸로시 그래서 여러 바본 칸로 뭐뭐 여러 다 유니 시작이라서 뭐뭐 여러와 어디 상만들라데 긴두 공조지 어다 된주 지난데 쇼사로와
So then so when we visualize or when we recite these words of refuge and bodhicitta, we're visualizing field of accumulation in this space before us, Cakrasamvara, with all of the entire retinue of the mandala, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and so forth gathered in this space in front. And at Cakrasamvara's heart is the Hong syllable with the essence mantra or near essence mantra circling there. And as Lord Jigten Sumgön has said, if we don't first have authentic, really sincere mind or practice of refuge and generating bodhicitta, then there will be no way to access the blessings. So this is really the way, this is the cause that enables us to experience the blessings. And so then when we recite these words of refuge, we can think that we're doing so together with all sentient beings, that we're all taking refuge. And then Jetsun Milarepa has said that the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, so this is the first one, right, is the outer refuge. The Lama, the Yidam, and the Dakini are the inner refuge, and the yoga secret mantra and Dakini Rebe. So Nika di Nangi Kyabro Mila Gare Songso? Lama. Yeah, okay. And then, so here we have then, as it says, in the Yogin secret mantra and the Dakini, so the Yogin here is Cakrasamvara. So Cakrasamvara is when we kind of have this correspond with the three jewels as the object of refuge, Cakrasamvara is the jewel of the Buddha. And then the mantra that is circling at his heart with this, the seed syllable in the mantra garland, is this then corresponds with the jewel of the Dharma. And then the Dakini, the third here, so that's secret mantra, and then the Dakini is no different from or corresponds with the jewel of the Sangha when in terms of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha.
Pama majiba je yo mares. Wote jomi joma membe nigje je ne. Wote ne donga jo belit da. Nga nyamnya ya bo chi zam. De simjan di tsama de tan kolo dembe ko ma to bar sha zam de chi gores. Wote da ji zimla re be kan so na. Lama gwancho zom yo ra. Lama gwancho zom la she ta hwa ne. Jab san ro ba de chu tam chi tsa ba res. Chu tam chi tsa ba res. De ne kurba de zong khang da yo ra. Kurbe zong dong na. Kurba的中东对些节呢，我的那kurban前的什么他们节呢？当kurban前的什么他们节，托马没帕马因其他因什么呢？我的kurban前把的是强尼节节呀的呢，这到做这样的强调成绩这种多，强调成绩啊。
So then next we have the generation of bodhicitta. So for the sake of sentient beings, I will become Heruka and establish all sentient beings in the supreme state of Heruka. So then we thinking, of all mother sentient beings who pervade space and giving rise to really uncontrived, really deep, sincere mind of compassion. Then we have this commitment arise that I am in doing this practice, I will become Heruka in order to establish all sentient beings in that state, that awakened state of Heruka. And so Jetsun Milarepa has said that the refuge in the Lama and three jewels is like the root, the foundation of all accomplishments. And then when we, with that as the basis or the root, then we have the, bring to mind all sentient beings who wander in samsara, in this prison of samsara, the samsara which is like a prison, and we have really deep love and compassion arise for mother and father sentient beings, and then with that there arises pure bodhicitta. And so also Lord Jigten Sumgön says that when we generate bodhicitta, then whenever bodhicitta is in the mind stream, this blocks all other thoughts, all other concepts. So if bodhicitta is present, then the other mind states such as the afflictive emotions, anger, and so forth, they're just naturally subside. They're naturally blocked because what is present is this pure mind of bodhicitta. So it's really very important to maintain bodhicitta in this practice. So with all thinking of all sentient beings who have been our own parents, and generating a mind of love and compassion toward them, then we wish to place them all in the state of fully perfected Buddhahood. So then we have the sixth section here, which is consecrating the aggregates, elements, and sense sources, and visualizing the protection sphere. So it says Shri. So these are the syllables of Shri Heruka. So Shri is non-dual primordial wisdom. So that's the meaning of Shri. And then He is emptiness of causes and so forth. So causes, emptiness of causes and so forth. The meaning, the non-duality of subject-object dualistic fixation. So He is the cause of emptiness. And then Ru is free of coming together, meaning free of arising, ceasing, and abiding. And then Ka is nowhere abiding, meaning it is free from all elaborations, free from all existence of all extremes of existence or non-existence, eternalism or nihilism, and so forth.
Dorna pumbo kam ta jenchi tamji doman la ta mo ris ngema la ta mo ris no dor du ina
Kam
pumbo da kam jenchi de la ta mo ris o te ka do ne ris do ma zu di gong che na yo wa ji be de ba do ne yong su chop se la yo wa o te yan za ka tang ti go ta gun ta zhou be dong ba se ji wa gun ta de zhou ba dong ba gun ta se zhou da xiao me ba yin ba zhou da xiao wa gun ta se na
So Dangpo Kunta
Gunta Dombe Gunta Droba Domba Seji Yuan. What in Dong Kosho said, don't have it magic, made that as a maris. What in do? What in a tender is Tat and Lamotan. They go man sama gone some Sesotayura, go man sama Selayura. What did some allusion in what your is? 电写眼康的电被那么我的长面乌呢的就电的 heruga dem cho kan over is的长面几乌着做完着的可能的 is
Oh, dini de gare de tangpo de
kare tin na mando
oh de nang okay. There's a go tom jela.
ta kala
De kunta dang yongdo gi jela go.
kunta mari pung dan lan do ne yong stro ba is ya ta tin de dene ya dan la do ne sho yong stro ba is de gon sam ham la jin ko da这些人讲，他们这个基因中，做完中的就点的可乐顿把这是这样的，我这也是的呢。
So then, so we have here. So Lord Jigten Sumgan also says that, in brief, that the elements and aggregates are primordially the pure nature. Of the 5 Buddha families and the 5 female Buddhas, and that also in the Gongchik it says that the generation stage is the nature of the absolute truth, that it is actually originally perfected. So there are these two terms of relative impure or imputed phenomena, which is not actually truly existent, or the term in Tibetan is kunta, and then yong drup, which is originally or primordially perfected. And so here the meaning is that being the nature of emptiness, the essence of the generation stage being the nature of emptiness, is actually the nature of the ultimate truth. And so all of the body, the aspects of the form, being the 5 aggregates and the 5 elements, are actually primordially the nature, the pure nature of the 5 Buddha families and the 5 elements.
te Lama ya is wa te to pa me ba pa so te ye wa me so ra ta ngo shi na ko to pa yo ma ra te ngo shi ne to mi dong da pa rang ji ma ro shi so ne she ra tong ba ni rang ji is wa te ndu te ta pi yin mi no wa te is te ndu wa te me ne ta nam to chung ma bo wa te ma re ma te te jin ko na so wo na mo le so wo na mo ji te nam to chung ka shi yo na zhe na ta ngo shi na tin ko la dong na ko dong is我这对当经过做可乐顿巴斯，你看从可乐顿巴斯这些人我就讲到。
可乐顿巴。
可乐them cho men 可乐顿巴那是吧
当yum ge so yab ge rang shin che dang
写当中在多块借用的让西嘛的写当是用那的多块的当我写那让西嘛做吧恰送那我这当让西嘛做吧的有嘛吧这东巴它是用的是的你不一般这样嘛它皮也没吧
So dene gare yum sung yum marwa
to yum tere是
yum gare
让西东巴恰送的用一般这样没嘞让西嘛做吧恰着然后它写当多块的我这用的是
Okay
dene ya没有你也吧用嘛是
La so yene yang yab ge
야 다리 탑이 야这当节从当通过写对的他都没恰从的用的也没吧意思我真的听我这边两节吧做两节我他们去做我的意思的这那么多车啦chung可写的那这什么可能这么用的意思对因为他经过这经过可乐我但可乐东巴是他是来说可乐东巴
So then as we appear as the great glorious Cakrasamvara, so Cakrasamvara is so like for instance when there is the arising of the afflictive emotion of anger, and then that is recognized, so that pure essence of anger is the yab. and the recognition of the emptiness is the yum. So the yab and yum are the indivisibility of means and emptiness, skillful means and emptiness. So they are together as an indivisibility, co-emergent. So the coarse afflictive emotions and the empty essence of awareness are actually an indivisibility. They are co-emergent. And so that is like the meaning of the main deity. And then all of the sort of smaller discursive thoughts, the recognition of all the more subtle level conceptual thoughts, recognizing their empty nature, then is the nature of the dakinis or the other deities of the mandala. Wait, Kali, Tangpo?
Soji Pumbo number Nanzi, Suri Pumbo and Chanjunde, Dushi Pumbo Nawantai, and Duji Pumbo said, what is on Yotuba? Tanam Sheik Pumbo said, Dorje Simba. What is right? Tamchi so now, Machuna was a Herugan, Chinova. Pumbo Tamchi do the Herugan of the Nakunda, the Jendwate, Machuba and Machuba. What is she? Then Kamga Senata Sankam San Sanje Jima Sankam Sanje Jima Chunkam Mamage Menkam Koganmo Long Kam Tamse Druma then Namkin Kam Dorjee Incho says Landondina
Long Gare
Long Kam Tamse Druma Namkin Kam Dorjee Incho Mas says Lakshinova Namkin Kam Dorjee Incho Mas what in a genchi chancho simba sima ziva is. Tane is a chancho simba ziva is. Make genchi the sai nimbo. Nave genchi chana dorje. Na genchi the namke nimbo. Jie da Raza to Jie to Jina say. Lu Jinji Drupon Namsi. The Yi Jinji to Gun Sambo. What that changes about Cho. What you Cho so to Jada to just so Ranji Maro Dawson. You so da Chero Lasso Lamo Cho. So Lamo so that Lamo Cho Tisoma. So that was Ranji Marona that Lama Chandro is. What the cheetah, Jinji, Tatin the Shishan.
So then, as it says, my 5 aggregates are the 5 Buddha families. For each of these, the aggregate of form is Vairochana, the aggregate of feeling is Ratna, the aggregate of perception is Amitabha. The aggregate of formation or mental formation is Amoghasiddhi. The aggregate of consciousness is Vajrasattva. And then all of these together are the Heruka, which is the essence of who is Akshobhya. And then the 5 elements, so the element of earth, the 5 elements are the 5 mothers. So the element of earth is Sanjay Jima. I can't remember the Sanskrit for that. And then the element of water is Mamaki. The element of fire is Ku Karmo. The element of wind is Damsik Droma or Samaya Tara. The element of space is Dorje Ying Chugma. And then as it says, the sense sources or ayatanas are the bodhisattvas. So the sense sources or the sense faculty ayatanas are the eyes are Sai Ningbo or Siddhi Garba. The ears are Bhadrapani. The nose is Namke Ningbo, which I can't remember the Sanskrit for, sorry. And the Chi, right? The tongue is Chenrezig. The body is Dripa Namsal. And the mind is Kuntu Zangbo, or consciousness is Kuntu Zangbo or Samanta Badra. And then so then the all of the outer phenomena, which is comprised of the elements, when the empty essence is seen, then it becomes the experience, or one sees that as the arising of the five female goddesses or deities, or six. Sorry, the six. So then, essentially, this essence, pure essence, is recognized when there is not the subject-object dualistic grasping or fixation present in the mind. So then we can leave the instructions here for today.
Hong
The mantra revolving around the hung at the heart of each dakini radiates light. From these rays of light, deities emerge who then act for the benefit of beings. The light then gathers back and dissolves into the hung.
On dragon de on be on la me on be on la me. On la me on be on kindaro e on be on kindaro. On gendaro e hon be on ribbon e hon be on. On ribbon e hon be rang do go hon song do do dan je de yer ye lo de nye ja kan do je dan de yan la yo ya ya jan do ge hon ye ja je go bang go do si na de var de na da me wo sa nga nya yang ma de la da.
The light radiating from the hung at my heart gathers the protection sphere and charnel grounds into the immeasurable palace, which dissolves into the four dakinis, who dissolve into the mother, who dissolves into the father, who then dissolves into the hung at my heart, which dissolves from the hook at its foot upward into its body, the body into the head into the crescent moon, and finally that gathers into the nada string. The nada, too, dissolves and becomes imperceptible, settle within luminous clarity, even and vast. Once again, like a fish leaping from water, I arise as the great glorious Heruka, with one face and two arms, whose magnificent form appears clearly, but is empty like a mirage. From the state of emptiness appear wind, fire, and a hearth of skulls. On this, from A, arises a vast and wide Kapala. Inside that, from B, Ra, Ma, Mu, and Shu, arise the 5 nectars. And from Na, Go, Da, Ha, and Ku, arise the 5 meats, marked with Hung, Brum, Am, Jim, and Kam. Through purifying, realizing, and flaring, the substances become a vast ocean of wisdom nectar. The light radiating from the Hung at my heart invites the conqueror Cakrasamvara from the pure land of Aganishta, together with myriad Veras and Yoginis who come here to the space before me. On the tongues of the assembly of the deities of the 5 wheels are white Vajras the size of a barley grain. The Torma is offered to the deities by moving it in a circle to the left for those in the cardinal directions and to the right for those in the intermediate directions. I bow to glorious Haruka, great hero, utterly pure Vajra Lord, and to Vajra Varahi, passionate one for those with great passion. Equally victorious over attachment to existence and peace, You have conquered all conceptual thoughts. You see the even, space-like nature of all phenomena. Protector, may the nectar of your heart, infused with your compassion, drench me. Goddesses, please care for me with your great love.
71. Om Beza Eroga Samaya Manupalaya Eroga Denoba Tejandro Membawa Sudugayo Membawa Anurado Membawa Subejayo Membawa Sarva Siddha Membaya Sarva Karma Sisame Siddhan Shaya Guru Awa Pangave Beza Eroga Mamem Erogo Bawa Ma Samaya Sado Aon Be 80. O Yeshe Banara Nila Dembarjo.
The wisdom beings dissolve into myself.
Danye Jomde Desa Sarve Nyenga Om Hai Garbo Govar Nama Ye Serbo Jezo Dozo Hai Marbo Jaba Nyezo Bode Nab Menye So Hong Hoi Marze Yen La Dan Je La Pe Han Jang Ge Nam Jen Zen Bar Jur.
I appear as the transcendent conqueror. At my heart are white Om Ha. At my head yellow Namahi. At my crown red Soha Hu. At both shoulders black Bausat He. At both eyes crimson Hung Hung Ho. And at the limbs green Pet Hang.
O Zumbane Zumbane Huan Be Huan Garna Garna Huan Be Huan Garna Baya Garna Baya Huan Be Huan Naya Huan Banga Vemba Za Huan Be 84. Oi Ge Wan De Zuen Guan De Dan Je Je De Sa Sa Da Yue Ve Ge Ven De Da Dan Ka Nyan Zhuo Wa Ma Le Ba Je Je Jia Bo Chan De Nyan Rui Xiu.
By this virtue and by the power of whatever virtue is amassed in the 3 times in samsara and nirvana, may I and all beings without exception, limitless as the sky, accomplish the victorious King of Delight.
86. Only Tibetan. Love Lon Joy John Den Go Loi Don Da Ge Zi Je Ge Be Jo Zhen Na Toi Jie Ya Yer Da Nyo Men Zi Bar Je Be Yer Zan Yer Do Den Do Sur Ma Da Je Le Za Lon Te Le Nam Je Je Nyam Yuan De Je Nyam Lan Be Re Zha San Mian Ye De Dan De Jiang Sen De Ren Jo Ge Nge Zhe Do Bar Xiu Ar De Gar Ba Zun Je Wen Jir Be Sen De Nye Lai Zhuo War Ma Jir Na Je Ve Se Na Do Be De Ve Su Go Lo Nga Ye Ba Wen Zha Ge Zu Do Dan Jian Zi Ru Me Zha Lai Su Nai Sun Je Be Zhen Jian Den Se De Kai Je Da Be Yin De Zhen De Jiang Jian De He Re Ga Ye Xian Don Xiu Xian De San Wan Ga Jie Nye Lan Ju Sun Be Nian Se Lan De Zhen Ye Dang Bai Jia Gen Xian Yin La Den Den Be Sun Ju Du Jie Gun Ju Zhe Bai Xiu Te Da Ran Dun Xu Ge Zhen Ne Jiang Ma Jin Zhou Lai Zi Mian Nin Jie Ye Zu Ge Nye Jie Ten Jiu Jie Den Ne Dur Jian Zhen Be Sa Lai Nyur Gui Xiu 给完的也女儿的大，我罗东北拉尊之今呢，若瓦吉加玛勒